Welcome back to episode 14 of our New Zealand road trip. Of all the food we were looking forward to on this adventure, the crayfish in Kaikoura was right at the top of that list. And today, we finally get to see what all the fuss is about.
Alright?
Happening?
It's happening. I don't know if you were going to try it. You got to though. You can't come here and... Oh, she's gone.
Kaikoura is a deceptively beautiful coastal town about 2 hours north of Christchurch on the east coast of the South Island. After a terrible earthquake in 2016, it's been on the rebuild and from what we've been told, totally worth the visit. With a backdrop of steep mountains, a gorgeous coastline, a peninsula walkway and so much wildlife, including seal pups, we're really excited for the next few days. Why do I love it so much? It makes me so happy.
That's good. Tomorrow we'll be spending the day out on a whale watching cruise. So today we're going to explore a bit in Dora the Campervan Explorer and check out what makes Kaikoura tick. The name literally translates to eat crayfish in Maori, so you know we had this day circled on the itinerary.
What better place to give it a try than a world famous in New Zealand, 44-year-old, third generation food truck specialising in all things crayfish.
Look at that!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Reveal NZ Season 2 is made possible by Motorhome Republic, one of the largest motorhome rental agencies on earth that searches over 200 different suppliers from 45 countries to find the perfect vehicle for your budget.
We filtered our search and saved by comparing loads of different New Zealand suppliers. Plus, with 15 years experience and 24/7 customer support, we're in good hands too. There's a link in the description below. Definitely check them out for your next roadie and this could be you.
Home sweet home! Welcome to the mighty Kaikoura! Which nobody calls it that, just me. So it's a pretty stock standard process because this is a top 10 again, Superior Holiday Parks this one, so it should be like a couple of the others that we've stayed in that are a bit more upmarket. Got the big old map, looks like they've got about 100 sites, as well as cabins and all sorts. It's huge, yeah, but it's the same old. We've got directions to the dump station, which we'll be needing. Wi-Fi password, free hot tub, swimming pool.
Where are we?
Welcome.
Let's go check it out.
The ultra heat is on. Good morning.
Good morning. How'd you sleep?
I actually slept really good.
You did?
Yeah.
So did I.
It wasn't cold at all.
No, it's good, eh?
It's warm up in here.
It's nice. Is it
Right.
coffee time yet?
It's definitely coffee time. I'm gonna go and buy one. Sit. Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Yay!
Wow, look at it. Yeah, it's a reasonable campground, this one. Some fairly nice facilities, actually some really new buildings, some modern stuff. The swimming pool looks quite good too, but I have to admit I was quite frustrated last night because normally at these premium ones, or the Superior, sorry, I have good internet. I was up trying to watch the old Flyers and it was just absolutely painful. It didn't really come right. I had to stay up until about 11:30, basically before everybody else was off the internet and it wasn't clogged up. But anyway, it's not about that. Today is all about Kaikoura, and I'm just going to start off with a coffee here and then I'll let Stacey explain what we're going to do. Check these things out.
What's that?
It's
What?
some like, it's almost
like
like
a
a
silicone.
swap and go.
Oh, choose to reuse. Where do we see this? In Wanaka? I saw this in Wanaka once. How does it work?
Well, we're obviously trying to be cautious about our footprint. It is really hard. I know we've got plastic and stuff floating about, but we do the best that we can when we can. And these are take the sheath off. So it's like a stainless cup, and again and again. It reminds me of the I wanted to say like swap and go or something, but I think that's the LPG bottle.
It's gas. Return your cup and lid to any participating cafe for a refund of your deposit. How much did you pay?
It's only $3.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, and it's actually not a bad drinking experience either.
It feels quite hot, but I
It's
guess
gonna
that's
be
why
hot
they
now,
put
that's
this on.
Yeah, and we can keep using them while we're in the camper.
Did I say thank you?
Yeah.
Thank you. You can't come to Kaikoura and not eat crayfish, because it literally translates to eat crayfish. So kai means eat or food, and koura means crayfish. So we've come to a place called Nin's Bin, and this place is an absolute institution from what I've read. They opened it in like 1977, I think. It's like a family run place, and they're third generation. They just like go out, catch the crayfish, and then cook it up in this little, well actually I don't know if they cook it up in their little food truck or if they do it across the road, but I'm excited. I haven't had much crayfish.
When I woke up this morning, I was thinking the two things I want is a coffee and some crayfish. You know, it's just standard.
Breakfast.
It's literally 9:30 a.m. and we're about to
We
eat
didn't want to
some
miss
crayfish.
out though, because apparently they sell out,
They
and
do.
it's a Saturday, so.
Yeah, we got to get into it. Crayfish, mussels, fish and chips, whitebait, and craytails. I'm all about that. I love how there's just seagulls everywhere as well. So original, so legit.
Hey, how we going?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. And yourself?
Oh, very well, very well. We thought we need to see what you're all about.
Okay, so doing cray tails in varying sizes. They're cooked on site and served with chips.
Right. Okay, so
That's an A, so it's just tails. It's not the bodies.
No, that looks good though. That looks good. So
Yeah.
pricing
We've got all the
there.
other ones as well.
Should we do a seat?
Ooh, you want to ball out for a C? Do you think an A's enough or not? Or you want to go in the middle and go for a B?
Let's do a B.
B?
Okay.
So 40 odd years ago, Nin used to live in that there little hut, and she would cook right here on the beach for everybody, but we're going to take a seat and we should have our cray coming out soon.
Good eating.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Yes, sweet. Thank you. Yum.
Wow.
Smells really good.
Alright, so there's different sizes in there. So there's the whole crayfish, which you can buy, and they've literally just used a vivid to write on them based on the weight, how much they would cost. But we went for the cray tail, which seems to be a bit of a go-to, with some garlic butter. There was multiple sizes on there, but we went for this kind of second, just so that we can get a bit of a taster. So it comes with chips, some lemon, and we got the $55 one, which is B. Enough for breakfast and have a bit of a taste. Woo, I'm excited for this. All right,
Happening?
it's happening. I don't know if you were going to try it. You got to though. You can't come here and, oh, she's got
Nearly went in. Soft.
Cray can sometimes be a bit rubbery, but that's really nicely cooked.
That's a good texture.
I mean, fresh AF as you would expect based on it being caught right here. Good
Nice
texture.
flavour, not too garlicky. You can still taste the cray without it being overpowering.
There's actually quite a lot in here considering the cost of it. I'm quite impressed with that because cray is expensive stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially for breakfast. I'm pleasantly surprised.
2 minutes later and I've given up on the knife and fork. This is the way. This is not classy at all, but in a joint like this, I feel like this is how Nim would want it. Look at that! Woo-hoo-hoo! Now that makes a man happy, doesn't it?
While Dane was happy manhandling his crayfish, I was thinking about our next stop. Just up the road is a lookout point that's home to one of the most accessible seal colonies in New Zealand, where you're pretty much guaranteed a sighting. But it's not like I was excited or anything. Baby one's playing in a little pool.
Go, go,
They're flapping their little tails. Oh, cute.
Stace absolutely loves wildlife, dogs in particular. Like, she loves wildlife, and whenever we get the chance to try and see seals or penguins, as you know, we've hunted a lot for penguins. Tomorrow we're doing a whale watching trip, and today, oh, they're so small. Oh, doesn't that look like the life though? Just chilling, playing with your mates, hanging out in the water. There's no parents around either. They just doing their life.
Oh my gosh, those ones are jumping. They're literally playing.
This is the happiest thing I think I've seen in a very long time.
Aww. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Look at the baby one. He's lying on the big one.
Oh, if you look out actually in the sea.
Oh. I love it. Why do I love it so much? It makes me so happy.
That's good. I love seeing you this happy.
I just love animals. Oh, they're so cute. Interesting story about these guys down here. There used to be a whole bunch of babies up in this waterfall. I don't actually know where, but what happened was there was a massive earthquake in 2016, which means that you can no longer go up there. I don't know if that means that they moved down here or what, but yeah, there used to be a whole bunch of babies up in a waterfall, and they would hang out and play there while their parents went out to get food during the day. So that would have been so awesome to go and see, but
Shame we can't go, eh?
yeah, it's a shame about the earthquake as well, but apparently this part of the state highway has been redone. The roads are like beautiful around here. This coastal part, well, has lots of bugs, but it's awesome.
A crazy thing that I noticed in Nin's bin, there was a photo on the wall, and I spoke to oh, there's bugs, look up.
It's just a bee.
And I spoke to the lady about it. Oh, it's in front of the lens. Mate, go away. I spoke to the lady about it. None of these rocks around here used to be here. She said there was about 100 kilometers worth of the peninsula, and the earthquake was that big that it just pushed all of these rocks up.
So they didn't come sliding down, they got pushed up?
No, they didn't. I mean, there was some massive collapses as well, but that's why she had it before and an after. It's wild.
I didn't see that.
Well, I often say nature be scary, and that's another perfect example of it. But yeah, these roads are mint driving in here now. It's given them the chance to set this all up in a really nice way as well.
It might have been 5 years since the 7.8 magnitude earthquake devastated the region, but we were beyond impressed with how cool Kaikoura feels now.
I'm impressed by what we can see from the town here. I wasn't sure what to expect driving through. And because we're staying at the top 10, we've driven the main strip, which is where the supermarkets and the ITM and the, that kind of stuff is, but we hadn't actually come down to more of the, the shops area, the walking area, and there's just so many cafes and everything is lobster this and crayfish that, but we've just found a camper van park here, and then we're gonna go for a little bit of a walk. I want to get a quick haircut while we're in a sort of cool spot.
It's a whole $1 per hour. What do you reckon? Should we spend 20 minutes trying to decide if we should park on the side of the road?
That's always the case with the camper van. We never quite know where to park, and there literally is a spot here, and I was like, we're just fine up there. We're just going to walk anyway.
400 metres down the road. Why do boys do this?
No, it
There's
wasn't.
literally a car park right here. I was like, just pull in the car park. Like, oh, this one's free up here.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right, what are we working with?
We need, what's our number plate?
Debit or credit cards only. That's cool.
Ready?
Yep. See, we paid $2 full and we only used the parking for about 13 minutes.
Okay, you were right. The shop's closed.
I wasn't trying to be right, but they're all booked up until 3 days time, so I ain't waiting around for that. I like it here though.
In Auckland you don't have to wait 3 days for a haircut.
I like it here though, eh?
Yeah, me too. The locals are all so friendly, and we just went into a store and she told us about the Peninsula Walkway, which we planned on doing anyway, and a place to grab a drink.
So we've given up on the coffee idea. She started talking about how you can have, is it a hotel perhaps?
Yeah,
I think it was.
A hotel or something.
That we can sit right on the edge of the ocean, like overlooking the water, and we're like, yeah, that sounds a bit better than the cafe. Gotta love it. Got some Guinness.
Did you get a Guinness?
Small town New Zealand, pints for $10 each.
What's the other one?
This is a cider for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, this is such a good spot. It's hilarious. There's all these old timers in there because we were driving in and I said to Stace, there's a lot of Jags here, like the car Jaguar. It's this classic Kiwi bar scenario in there, but there's some beautiful rides here from all these different generations. A Guinness and I'm a happy man. I'm a simple guy. Crayfish and Guinness. What a day. This is like my exciting moment. Stace is all like giddy about the seals and I get a pint of Guinness and I'm stoked.